Hi, welcome to WWE Wednesday Night. Our first topic will be the Hall of Fame. So I have something to get off my chest on how the Ultimate Warrior is supposedly getting the Hall of Fame, not Randy Savage. What has Ultimate Warrior contributed to wrestling? Look at Randy Savage's stats. That speaks for itself. Here's my brother on his side.
In regards to the Warrior, he did have one of the best matches in WrestleMania history against Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6.
You mean after Randy Savage had a match with Hulk Hogan, after he had all those great matches with Ricky Steamboat? What is Warrior to his credit that he walked off on WWE at SummerSlam?
Warrior has those legendary promos that he used to cut. He has also multiple WWF titles. He's a multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, and I believe that's Hall of Fame material because if Ricky Steamboat or someone like that can get into the Hall of Fame and Warrior can't, I don't know what it is. I would love to see Randy Savage in the Hall of Fame, and it's long overdue. But I also think that Ultimate Warrior would be a great fit.
I just want to say that, yeah, Ultimate Warrior is a great wrestler, and yeah, maybe someday he belongs in the Hall of Fame, but he has the worst promos I've ever seen. You want to talk about promos? You gotta go to Macho Man, Randy Savage.
I don't doubt that. Randy Savage is known for his great promos, and I agree completely.
And I also want to say that Randy Savage wasn't just great in WWF, he went to WCW. He helped carry that company over.
Alright, we're not going to get into the Warrior in WCW. We can shit on that for an hour.
Halloween Havoc, how about that?
Alright, so moving on.
Oh my god.
You just ruined it.
We'll edit it out.
The pet show.
Moving on. I wanted to talk about the Wyatts and the Shield and how they're starting to use the stables now. I really loved how they did the whole Nexus angle. I thought that the Nexus was very, very new to this generation. I think that they actually cut it too short and, moving it on to that whole new Nexus bullshit with CM Punk, which eventually did lift CM Punk to where he is today, but I just think that the whole moving Punk to the Nexus made no sense. I didn't think that he benefited from it or anyone else in the group did as well.
I think he would second that.
Yeah, I agree. And by the way, shout out to Punk, Phillip Brooks. We'd love to have you on the show.
I love you, Punk. You're one of my heroes.
So, in regards to the Wyatts, I think that this is sort of a knockoff of the Ministry of Darkness in a PG, watered down version. I do like how they're doing it with. I can already see my brother giving me the eye roll, but I do think that it's a pretty cool type thing they're doing as much as they can with the whole PG era. I think that one of the biggest things is these fans are sort of screwing it up, chanting Husky Harris every time Bray Wyatt comes out to the whole lantern thing, which I think one of their best phases is their entrance, coming out with the lantern. I think that's really original. I love
Just
the whole
to see
gimmick.
that live.
Exactly. I think that one of the problems with it is you can only take it so far because I feel like this is more of an attitude era type stable that would succeed very well back then. It would have been kind of cool to see them clash with the Ministry of Darkness. I can sort of see now with what they have going with Randy Orton and the administration, whatever they're calling it
the
now.
Authority.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it's called.
They're called the Authority. Great name.
Yeah.
Real original, man.
So I can sort of see that this is going to be sort of like when they had the corporate ministry back in the day after seeing them attack Daniel Bryan. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And the Shield, I feel like, is starting to deteriorate. And I know you saw a lot of it last week.
With Reigns now, how Ambrose thinks that he's the leader now. Roman Reigns. I think if they're going to turn anybody face in that group, it has to be Seth Rollins. He was a legit face in the Ring of Honor. He beat CM Punk in an amazing rivalry. Dean Ambrose could be the heel. I think if you're going to put anybody on Raw, it's going to be Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns, he's going to be a great talent, but he's more like an Intercontinental champion. He's not a world champion like those two. So I love the Shield, but I think they need to deteriorate and they all need to go their separate ways, and they need to have great careers.
I think that Dean Ambrose, as a singles competitor, will be the best out of all of them. I think that he cuts a great promo. I think he's very, very good in the ring technically. And I don't see much from Roman Reigns. I don't see he's just another big guy with no mic skills and three moves in his skill set.
You got to remember who Reigns' cousin is, why he's there in the first place. His cousin is The Rock.
Yeah.
So if you look at that, for him to stay there, he's done. You got to look at that and smile. But Seth Rollins, I think that's he has all the credentials.
I agree.
He's beaten Daniel Bryan, beaten CM Punk in his career.
Okay.
I do think that if they were to keep the Shield going, they need to add a fourth member and get rid of one and put another one in there. Mainly Chris Hero. Shout out to Chris Hero. He's in WWE on Raw. The rivalry CM Punk.
One thing that I'm going to add to the show that we didn't originally have on the script was I wanted to talk a little bit about TNA, and I'm starting to see that TNA is floundering a bit financially, and it looks as though in 2014 they will not be in existence.
Smarten up, Dixie. Quit.
So one of the things that I would suggest to TNA is hopefully getting, or TNA superstars, I should say, is hopefully signing on with WWE. The main people that I see that could possibly do stuff with WWE, obviously Kurt Angle. I saw he turned down the TNA Hall of Fame recently, and I think that's mainly because he wants to end up in the WWE Hall of Fame. And with his contract status, I think that's a big jump for him to come back to WWE. And also
Austin Aries.
He was sort of their
Shout out to you, Austin Aries. If you ever want to be on our show, you're just like CM Punk. You got CM Punk and TNA. You're not better than him. He's a little bit better than you.
So just wanted to get that out there.
AJ Styles, go to WWE. Smarten up.
Well, I disagree with that because AJ Styles was one of those bums that you were seeing on Velocity every Saturday night and did nothing in WWE. But anyways, our final topic is going to be WrestleMania 30 with The Undertaker. I know you have your thoughts and suspicions as to who is going to be his...
John Cena. You can't see him.
I hope to God I do not see John Cena face The Undertaker. The Undertaker will be going for, what is it now, 22-0?
Yes, 22-0.
And I think that should he face Cena, that's going to be his last and final WrestleMania, which this may very well be as no matter what. And I think that it's going to have to be John Cena coming in as the WWE champion, or as he is now the World Heavyweight champion, coming in a career versus title match for The Undertaker. And I don't see WWE or John Cena being willing to take the fall and do the job and lose to The Undertaker. I think this will be another way to build up John Cena's character, if it could be built up any more than it already has been.
Can I put something in there?
Yes.
I think if they're going to put Cena against The Undertaker, I'm hearing that it is going to be Cena, but if they're going to do that, it should be make the Undertaker 25-0 before he does that.
My idea is that I think it's going to be Sting. I think that we're finally going to have the Sting versus Undertaker match that we wanted. And with TNA in its current status state, I really feel that this is the time for Sting to make the jump and come on to WrestleMania 30. And we'll finally see Sting where he belongs in the WWE Hall of Fame. And hopefully he'll be inducted with maybe his boy Ultimate Warrior, Jim Hellway, who he started out with back in the UWF. And Blade Runner's return. And also, one of the things that I had also heard of was that Sting would get his own DVD and video packages brought back to the WWE, which I'd love to see.
Thank you, Triple H.
I have heard that Paul Levesque, Triple H, has been working on that, so we'll hope for that. I know, but one of the key indicators will be normally they build up the Undertaker's opponent months ahead of time. So if we don't see Sting by at least February, then I don't see that happening. We should have an idea of who is facing the Undertaker.
Wild card for Undertaker, Ryback. Watch out for him.
Okay, and then with my wild card, I'm going to suggest possibly
Oh, come on!
I'm gonna suggest possibly Bray Wyatt. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We got a screensaver. First show. Anyways, um, I suggest Bray Wyatt as my other opponent if WWE is not able to land Sting.
That Bray Wyatt Undertaker angle would have to bend Kane and the Undertaker taking on the Wyatt at WrestleMania, but that didn't make sense. Like WrestleMania 21 was supposed to be Kane and Undertaker versus Hyde and Snitsky, but that whole fest was kind of Snitsky kind of fell out of the picture.
Okay, and finally, we wanted to do a quick Raw preview for tonight. I really want to see what happens tonight in regards to the whole Kane unmasking and unleashing the beast. And I want to see
CM Punk get back to the Wyatt, Daniel Bryan.
I also want to see what was the purpose of them attacking CM Punk. I understand that the administration was saying that they wanted Daniel Bryan attacked for obvious reasons, that whole bullshit feud he's got going on with Triple H. But I'm not really understanding why they attacked CM Punk. But it is adding a potential Daniel Bryan and CM Punk tag team, which I think would be great to see them in the ring together. Which is also a pay-per-view at WrestleMania that I would love to see, a main event at WrestleMania between Daniel Bryan and CM Punk. But and I also want to see where they go ahead with the Shield and what's going on with the Shield. Is this going to be when they finally end the Shield? Which I hope isn't the case because I'd love to see the Shield keep going. I think the whole stable thing is working out really well, and we'll see from there. But
I don't want to throw out the card, but I just want to push one superstar that I've heard a lot of people talk about lately, and I agree with them. He's not getting big of a push. Everybody seems to be talking about Antonio Cesaro, and I agree. He is a wild card. No one talks about him. But if you remove him from Jack Wagon and just put him in the title pages, you have one of the most entertaining superstars. He can have promos, he can wrestle, he's one of the strongest guys. I mean, the guy spun the Great Khali for like 5 minutes, and no one talked about it. They want to talk about Triple H's promo. So I just want to point out that Antonio Cesaro can be a legit talent and should be more viewed on Raw.
I agree completely. Well, that's going to do it for tonight.
I just want to advertise next week. My co-host's wife will be our guest star.
Jennifer Walsh will be here next week. We're going to talk about this past week's Raw and a preview of next week's Raw. We'll be back Monday night next week. And thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.